Now there is a push to allow 12 and 13-year-olds to hunt deer in Erie County.
Now, the state DEC allows these ages to hunt, but each county has to opt in, which Erie County does not, and is the only county in upstate New York to not allow hunting at this age. We're now joined by County Legislator Frank Todaro, who's leading the charge to get Erie County to opt in. Frank, thanks for being here with us this evening on this Friday. Tell us a little bit about what is behind this law. If approved, it would allow 12 and 13-year-olds to be able to legally hunt or follow the legality currently on the books in New York State.
So this is a pilot program that DEC and New York State combined approved in 2021. And it came to the legislature. Each county had to opt in to get into this pilot program. And what happened in 21 was, as a legislature, we approved it as a bipartisan support from both sides. And it failed when the county executive decided to veto the bill. Unfortunately, it came back to us. We needed a supermajority. It failed. So here we are again. I'm introducing it. I have support from my caucus, 100%. What we're going to do is put this to the legislature for another vote, and hopefully we can get the other legislators from the other side, on the majority side, to agree with it.
When Mark Poloncarz vetoed this, he said, quote, "Many unfortunate firearm hunting accidents across the state and county is the reason why he vetoed it, especially those involving youth hunters." We reached out today for a statement, was told he has not changed his opinion. What is your response to that?
That's unfortunate. It really is. We have data now. Why I'm introducing this is data came to my email, opened the report from the DEC directly, and it states zero. Zero incidents, zero deaths, which was exactly what we implied originally in 2021. My concern and my answer or rebuttal to Mr. Poloncarz is the county executive needs to realize that we have more issues with youth on, let's say, e-bikes. That is also something that is controlled from New York State, Motor Vehicle Department of Law. So why are we attacking those that have guns, but youth on e-bikes, e-scooters, where we know that deaths are happening? These children are getting hurt. So I'd like to see why he's not talking about that, which we've tried to talk about and get some change from New York State, but we're pointing to people with guns. So
you would think that if his decision in 2021 was based on fact, given the fact that there are now more facts that show that there are not just very few accidents. You're saying the data shows there were no youth hunting accidents. You would think that then he would, if his opinion was based on fact, change his opinion, regardless of whether he says he's not going to, because he's not going to. Is there something that the Republican minority could do to add into this legislation that could get him to come across over to the other side?
We have some great hunting groups throughout New York State and Erie County that will actually come in again, and now that we have the facts and the data, they can actually prove it to them. And we're going to have from other counties also come in. So we're coming in. I'm glad to see the support. We're getting phone calls. So Erie County is going to be a little busy with visitors.
Want to mention East Aurora, North Collins, Frontier, Lancaster. They have trapping teams as well. So those high schools have, trapping teams, and they have, safety measures in place for all of that. Talk about kind of the safety equipment upgrades you have maybe seen over the years in terms of hunting, especially for young people.
It's really down to the basics. It's about how to point a gun, how to handle a gun, always treat it as it's loaded. These are just the very things that are just ingrained in you when you get your training. The technology really hasn't changed. It's the standard stuff that when I was 9 years old in the woods with my father, learning how to shoot. That didn't handle the weapon, but I was there. He was training me how to respect a weapon, treat it as is always loaded. And, when it came to 14 years of age, I aced that test because I've been trained.
You knew it. You knew about what to expect and how to handle yourself, handle your firearm, handle your kill out in the woods, if that is so what you choose to do. What is the timing like for this? You guys here we are now a week out. We're thinking next Thursday?
Now, what it's going to happen was it was putting it to a committee. So we're going to discuss it once again. And again, if it does pass, let's just say it gets vetoed, comes back, and a supermajority this time does occur, great.
Yeah.
That goes onto a referendum in November on the ballot.
If that does it, have you spoken with some of the others in the majority to see if they might be more willing
No.
to be that supermajority?
With everything going on this week in county government,
Sure.
we wanted to kind of close that stuff up. And then this week, my focus is to talk to other legislators. We have 2 new legislators that are on board on the Democrat side, so I'll have a discussion with them and see how they feel about it.
Okay, very good. Legislator Todaro, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.